Aloha fam. Unity Grace here. Checking in on this beautiful day. Just give you a little view of where we're at. Woo, look at that. Sun setting. Hi, Miss Elawan. Aloha, sunshine, Marianne. Let's do one more circle because it's so beautiful. Wow. The gorge. Hi, Miss Ruthie. Kelly Jean. This is a very special place. Yay. And it's a kinder, gentler day. That's what it is. Happy Chinese New Year. The year of the pig or the wild, I can't remember what I read, the wild something boar. Little spot for sitting. See, where's the nicest background? Like that? There. For your viewing pleasure. It's a kinder, gentler day. That's what today's LoveStream is all about. And what does that mean? What am I saying? Well, I've been tuning in with the guidance, checking in on where we're at. We had an incredible meditation last night that took all the circuits down from my point of origin where the meditation was coming through, the aurora. You can go to our Spreaker.com page. Aloha, Miss Infinity and Guillerme. You can go to our Spreaker.com Unity Transmissions if you want to check out the meditation. It was pretty fun. Hi, Donna. It was pretty fun. It was pretty cool. It was really cool because all the power, my cell service, my phone service went out, the phone went out. The Wi-Fi went out, and it was when the guidance was leading us through the collective breath work to rise our energy and our awareness up into the vaults of heaven. So, because there was no cell service, I just kept going because I knew we were so connected. So if you want to check out the meditation, it's in 2 parts. It's called the Aurora. It's on our Unity Transmissions page. And you can join us in the quantum field. Hi, Lawrence. Where time is non-existent. Lots more incredible meditations to come, because now we are being given access to the true vaults of prosperity. The vaults of creation, our birthright as sovereign. That is what is open to the collective now. And so I was guided to do a little love stream, hi beautiful bird, to say it is a kinder, gentler world. And that is where we're at. This cycle of the Chinese New Year that we celebrate today, the new moon last night in Aquarius. All these old references, I like to say, because I feel like we are going past them, and still we can use them as symbolic to share some things. So in Chinese astrology, the pig is prosperity. And here's where the real prosperity is at. Prosperity is sovereign. It is the reclamation of our birthright home into the tree of love. I like to say the book of life and the tree of love, or the tree of love and the book of life. I like to mix the words up. That's true sovereign. It's the restoration of our relationship with the source that gives us life. And as we restore that relationship, we remember eternal love that exists and connects all things. And we remember the love that resides within us. And we appreciate and we generate an equal perspective for all things. There's this really cool bird that keeps flying around in circles up here. I like him. Staying toasty warm here. As we start to remember that true relationship with Source, as we start to make that connection by remembering there is no external authority outside of the self, it is all our creation. And now we know there is a collective rising up. This new moon in Aquarius kind of begins it. And because I like to glance at little astrology things and track with others who are tracking the collective. And it's also so cool to discover how we are all tracking same things. Of course, that's because we're resonance. So as we rise up, we unify synchronistically with those that share the same resonance. These birds, I gotta show them to you. Super cool. Okay, so so many things floating by right now too. I'm at the Gorge in Victoria, British Columbia. I want to share it with you again. Let me just show it. Because this is prosperity right here. Nature. The natural principles of creation that make us. That's prosperity when we remember our connection. It turns out that this moon cycle brings us to the end of a Chiron period. 51 years. Began in 1951. We know that Chiron was known as the wounded healer. Chiron could heal everyone else except itself. The astrologers always used to say to me, you've got a lot of Chiron on your chart. And they would say, we're rising Chiron up, so Chiron is not the wounded healer. But Chiron has an incredible capacity to source information. Chiron, it was said, was the teacher of all the children of the gods, because Chiron could teach anything. And astrologers used to say, oh my gosh, look at these birds. Can you see them? Woohoo, they just vortexed us. Blessings, there's one more. Can you see? Am I aiming the camera right? Right, oh my gosh, they are totally vortexing our love stream. How cool. So, yes, Chiron. We just completed this 51-year cycle of healing and this moon in Aquarius. And still, like I say, these are old archetypes, but let's use them for reference as we gain our coordinates. And the birds fly about. They just did another flyby. Natural principles of creation and alignment. They like the love stream. Here they come again. We celebrate you, nature. We are one with you. I hope you were able to see that. Hi, Andrea. Welcome. So, we go back to 1967 when this Chiron cycle started, and that's when I was born. Oh, they're vortexing us again. This is really cool. Like, there was maybe one or two before. Here comes a whole other flock. It's getting bigger. It's quite cool. They look like cormorants. Wow. It's like the flock just doubled in size. I got to share this. Can you see them? Like little black dots. It's always worth sharing nature and the love streams and taking a pause to appreciate it. Wow, they're filling the trees here. Because that's what we're coming back into alignment is with our true prosperity, with the natural principles of creation and cosmos that we share with all sorts of life. That's prosperity for us. That's what this true year of the pig, if we want to call it that, or the wild boar, means. I am not kidding you. This flock is getting huge, and they keep, can you see them? Yes. They are completely vortexing. This is like the 5th vortex right overhead, directly over us. We are being blessed. Here they come again. They're going, yes, this is prosperity. This is what it looks like. Relationship with all life as benevolent and equal. That's prosperity. And prosperity is our sovereign. It is the rising up into the starry vaults of heaven to reconnect with our original primordial divine blueprint. And according to the guidance, it is so. And it has happened in the collective. In meditation, maybe 5 miracle coordinate nights ago. There they go again. Wow. Well, actually, when I woke in the morning, yes, the guidance said, you have reached the starry vaults of heaven. And then in a meditation, this was the one I wanted to share, the guidance said that we had gone through the golden gates, because everything I see is a we. I always say that as a clear channel of source born on the new moon, at the new moon, with my sun and my moon together, it makes me a clear vessel to give feedback to the collective of where we're at as a collective. And as I share, people go, oh my gosh, you put to words everything I've been feeling. Now it all makes sense. And once the consciousness has the structure, the description to the language, it has a handhold and it makes a quantum leap. So we went through the golden gates and now we've returned to the starry vaults of heaven. Yay! Our original primordial divine blueprint with source creation, we are reconnected. And the prosperity of where we're at is that connection, that true sovereign birthright to know our original divine origins with creation, and that all in creation are equal. Let me repeat, because it feels really good to say it. All in creation is equal. It's all one, and it's all love. So we have entered a kinder, gentler world, and it's all about co-creation and collaboration. And it is unique and different now because it's co-creation and collaboration from sovereign, which means, as I shared yesterday, our energy systems are no longer sourcing each other. So we may discover that there's just a few little pesky programs or belief systems that may be still hovering around, and if they are, as we talked about in other love streams, just say, I do not give my consent, because it's just like little tiny iotas of ripples still traveling through the field, but it's not real. So on this wonderful coordinate that we call Chinese New Year at the end of the Chiron cycle of 51 years, Our healing is complete, and now it is the miracle for each one of us to take the reins of our own creation, which is why we did the meditation last night. Once again, if you want to jump in and find it, it's called the Aurora. It's in 2 parts because during the meditation, all service went out. So I just kept speaking because I knew we were connected. So you can find it on our Unity Transmission Spreaker page. We have the Aurora event in Facebook if you want to find it there, and I'm sure our Golden Pot could put links here also. Jump in, maybe listen to it over and over if it makes sense. Oh, my battery. All right, so I will just make a few points quick because it's a little chilly and I think the battery's pretending. Here's the points. Kinder, gentler world we are at. So if you're not feeling it, just more compassion to the self. And once the compassion comes in for the self, pray to be the Bodhisattva to end all suffering, because the suffering is within the self. These are just key coordinates for shortcuts through. Then, if you feel lost, lonely, or deprived, or you still feel really confused and struggling, then become a part of something greater, a project for the human collective, because what this day, what this new moon represents, is it's time for us to completely create the world together. That's where we're at. And so, we have to create it. We are the creators. Remember, it's fun to create. It's fun to play. So get involved. Get into those starry vaults of heaven. Check out our LoveStream, our transmission meditation. If this LoveStream is helpful, please share it, because this is called gifting. And this is how we do it. We create a world beyond false systems. And those systems were beautiful, and they served us well, and we learned many things inside of them, and now we are the creators of everything. And so this is the celebration. This is why we came and what we worked for. And it's a kinder, keep saying it that way, a kinder, gentler world. So allow ourselves to feel it, bring ourselves compassion. Allow that compassion to reflect out to all of life, and then even transcend it, because once we go through the gate, we no longer need compassion, because now we are holistic, sovereign, and free to create and play together. Yay, congratulations. So, because the little battery thing came up, I think I will complete and say infinite love, light, and aloha, and thank you for being a part of this world together. We love we. Yes, we do. Love is the natural state of all of creation. And now we get to experience it from a holistic place together. And the most exciting part is the multi-D part. Close our eyes, open in the Pleiades for blue spirulina popcorn, and a round of blue spirulina on me for everyone, guaranteed. So, we're going to continue with our Flight Lessons 101 and continue to learn how to remember that part of our consciousness in the quantum field and how truly powerful we really are. Let's play. Mwah. Infinite love, light, and aloha.